Hello everybody and welcome back to Random Model Kits and More. Last time we had worked on this and it took me almost 30 minutes just to complete this little guy. And I'm surprised by that because I have built quite a few of these models, but this was weirdly intricate and took more time than I was expecting. And you know, it can move. I like that. I like how the, what do you call it? My brain's not working right now, but, oh, the articulation. So, yep. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to put him off to the side, because that is the core fighter. I don't know where it's going to go yet, but we're going to go ahead and continue on. And today, we are going to be working on the body unit, which there's quite a bit just to the body unit, so that's going to be fun. We will see how far along we can get today. Alright. First up is the poly caps. Or at least this one here. PC6. There's number 1. Okay. I'm going to put this on the left side. And then we're going to need PC7. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this one out too, because I'm looking at the same panel. So we're going to put that one on the right. We're going to move it off to the side. Then I need J1 and J2. So let's get J1 first. Like I said in last video, I love it when they do this whole thing where they're telling you what sprues you need, because I'm able to set them up in my sprue stand here. J1 number 28. It makes it actually a lot easier to figure out exactly what I need to cut out or what sprues I need to have so I can minimize how long I'm going to look for things. And then I need J2 28. It's a quality of life thing that I wish all of the master grades came with, but not all master grades come with it, and not all perfect grades come with it either. So it is a quality of life thing. I'll put that one over there, and then I need I-24 and 25. Stand alone. There we go. Well, first, let's get 24. That's going to go on this side, and 25 is going to go on the other side. I'm going to need I-9, so might as well cut that out ahead of time, instead of putting this away, putting things together, and then coming back and having to there we go. I'm going to put that there. Put this back. Alright. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to follow the directions, because following directions is what you need to do. Right, it wants it up like this. And the reason why I know is because this groove here that's in it is facing down on my picture. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take my poly cap here, and I know it wants it to go this way. So put that on there. And then it wants this facing out. So we're going to go ahead and do exactly that. Okay, same thing. This facing this way. This facing down. Oop, about slipped out of my fingers here. And then this facing this way. Pretty simple. Now, it wants it facing like this. Okay, gotcha. And then it wants... Okay. Okay. Show me the directions it wants. Okay. Come on. The other one went in just fine. Now why aren't you? There we go. All right. That gives you range of movement and articulation like that. Okay, we're going to put you off to the side because we are now going to go into something completely and utterly different. All right, I-4. It's something very tiny here. And we all know how I hate my tiny. It makes it so difficult for me because of my medical conditions with my hands, but we will work with it. We will figure it out. Then I need E. E. E18 all 3 times. Okay. Boop. Okay. Smaller pieces going on small pieces. Always lovely. Nope, well, I cut that in 19. Whoops. Yeah, that's fine. I'll eventually be cutting them out too, but I'm not going to cut them out right now. Otherwise, I'll really mess myself up. There we go. All right. So, how in the world does it want this? So, it wants... Wow, this is a small piece. I hope I didn't cut something off wrong. Okay. Okay, well, it looks like these are all going to go on this here. So, I guess we'll do just that. I don't like. Yeah, this is going to be an issue for my fingers, but we'll make it work. And there we go. I know this is vents, and it's going to go on the chest, so we'll leave that there. Okay. Yeah, I thought so. So it's going to have me do it again. But we're just going to follow one piece at a time, and we will keep things moving along. That way I don't mess anything up here. I need I2 and I6. So I2, there we go. And I6. Okay. Simple is as simple does. They'll keep it moving here. All right. I'm going to put that down right there just because I know I'm going to have to cut out an eye again. So, all right. So it wants this piece like this. Okay. And it wants these in here. Well, that's not too bad. Oh, that's not bad at all. Okay. So I don't have to worry too much about that. And then it wants this like... Okay, come on. Go. Well, that was troublesome. Let's try this again. Let's put you in there, and let's try to put this. I hate when they do the vents like these vents like this. There was another model that had these small little vents they had to put in a certain way, and I was pretty sure that I wasn't doing it properly. But there we go. I got them to stay. So there's the first one. And the second one coming right up. Put you back for now and get it out of my way. And we're going to cut these out because I know that's what it wants. My brain is all wobbly today. I didn't get enough sleep last night. I should have went back to bed, but I didn't. Who matter? It don't matter. Okay. We're going to do it again. We're going to struggle with my fingers because that's the world I live in right now. There we go. There's one. Here comes number two. Oh my. Come on, don't be like that. Some days, I think that they make these the way they do to spite me. There we go. And there we go. No, it fell off. There we go. All right. Now I need I3 and I7. For any and all who watch my videos, I do really appreciate it. Mainly, I don't see this going anywhere. Like, I don't see me getting any number of followers and subscribers and whatnot. And I know this can be kind of boring. But, my main goal for this is to, show people the hobby, and to show people how accessible the hobby can be. Because, some people might get intimidated by the amount of, stuff you need or have to do in this said hobby. Because there's, if you look up, the Gundam stuff, people will like the bigger names will say, oh, you need to have the God hands, you need to have sandpaper, you need to do this. And like, no, you don't. You don't have to have any of that. And I've seen it a few times where people are like, oh, you need to get yourself a pair of God hands. You need to get yourself a glass file. And like, you know, they're nice, but they're not needed. Okay, so number one, it wants all this to go on here. Okay. My question is, how? Oh, well, maybe if I turn it around. Yep. Because, you know, this one was not very illuminating in the way it's supposed to go. But yeah, and I'm not, my voice cracked out there for a minute. I'm not bashing those content creators who are like, oh, you need this, you need that. They're telling you like the best stuff that you can use. And that's good. Like, let people know about it. But it's not necessary that you need all of this stuff. I have God hands. I was fortunate enough to be able to afford, you know, a pair of God hands. They, like I said before, they are expensive. They're about $50. They cut very nice. They cut very clean. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I ain't sponsored by anything or anybody. But like I've said before, like you could just go out and you can get yourself, maybe if I can get them out. You can just go out and get yourself like a pair of nippers at Lowe's for like $2 or $3, and they work. Like I'll show you. Like I've used them. I used them a lot. Up until I got a hold of God hands. Like, so E12. Like you can use them. They're not going to hurt anything. Like they may not cut as clean. And you may have to be like more pay attention more to what you're cutting and how you're cutting it, instead of just willy-nilly, just snip, snap, paddywhack, cut a dog a bone. Because these are tools meant for like 11. What's this on that? I'm gonna put this on that side. That way I don't lose what I'm doing. Like these don't cut as clean. Like they're probably a little dull too. And they are a little clunkier, and like they got fatter blades. So like you gotta be more careful of what you're cutting. And then I need E14. Yes, E14. So like I have them as backups just in case something happens with my God hands. Or if like, say I have somebody come over and they want to build a model and they didn't bring their nippers, like I have an extra pair of nippers. So stuff like that. Like you don't need them. You don't need God hands. They're nice. I will admit that they're nice. But it's not something that I would say, hey, go out and buy God hands, because that's what you need when you're cutting. Just get a hold of what you can. And go from there. Now, the glass file, a little trick, instead of like going on and buying like a glass file from, let's say, Razor, I think they're called. I don't know. I haven't looked into them yet. I haven't looked into getting a pair or getting some. For when you want to like get rid of like these little dings and whatever. Instead of getting those, you can get E1, E2. You can go to a nail salon and you can get glass files from nail salons. I haven't looked into getting one yet, so like I haven't really been bothered. And they will probably be cheaper than going out and buying a specific glass file from like a hobby specific glass file. Sandpaper, you can find grits of sandpaper long up. Just go to Lowe's or Menards or any like hardware store. You can find sandpaper. They're going to be huge sheets, so cut them down. Like, you don't need to spend all the money to get like very specific stuff. You can find cheaper alternatives. And that's kind of like one of my goals with this channel, is to like show people like, hey, this hobby isn't inaccessible to you due to money constraints. Like, you can get away with I dropped it. You can get away with, I'm trying to figure out what it wants. Okay, got it. You can get away with, you know, cheaper alternatives until you have some extra money to spare. Like, it's not necessary to go bang out and balls out and get the most expensive stuff. Like, a high grade is anywhere between $15 and $30 at the most, unless you're going for that really massive high grade, which I haven't decided to get because I don't want it. No, at least not yet. Okay. I need B5, B4, B9, and B8. Okay. B5 will go on the left. Telling me to be careful not to cut out like the nubs that go into the spot. B5, B4. But yeah, like, getting people into the hobby is one of like my goals. Like, getting people interested in models, showing them that, you know, it's accessible. Because people who might like be looking up like Gundams and Gunpla and Gundam models and stuff, and they're like watching all these people do all these like amazing intricate stuff, and they're showing them, hey, God hands and stuff like that. Like, they're nice, but don't start there. Where in the world do you go? What? Interesting. This does not make sense, but we're going to go with it. Okay. So I guess it goes into this little hole that I like. All right. And then, let's see, B8 will go in like this. Let's put you back on. Okay. There we go. That was tricky. This kit is a little intricate. I like that. It's also a little frustrating. I don't like that. There we go. Alright, we're going to set that off to the side again. And we're going to start working on other pieces. We need E15. EA Sports. It's in the game. But yeah, so like, there have been times that when I was looking into a hobby, like I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, that's expensive. Like I don't want to do that. Like I don't have the money for that. It looks so fun. Like that's one of the issues with like Warhammer 40,000. Like I'll never play Warhammer. Not the game anyway, not the tabletop version. Mainly because I don't have the money to sit here and shell out like a few grand for an army. And now I have said that I heavily enjoy the models and I like the way they look. I love the lore. But I don't have that kind of money. And I want to put models together. Well, Gundam is a rather cheaper alternative. They're nowhere near as expensive. This is E10, so it's going to go on this side. And then E9 here. It's going to go on this side so I don't mix them up. And then I need I8. Can you please go back in my stand? No? Okay. Nope, that's J. I8. And there are many things in the model hobby. Like there are many types of models. There are like historical models. I haven't really touched on historical models. Maybe. I probably will because like this channel is going to be dedicated to random model kits and more. So like I'm just going to do like pretty much kind of anything. Okay, so what? This one's these first. Like that? Okay. So these go on here. And they just barely sit on here. Okay, the smaller part goes on here. All right. All day, every day. I'm struggling. Okay. This is one of those pieces that is going to frustrate me because they don't really have, it's not really got any like I think I got it. Okay. And then I'm going to place this in here like it wants. Kind of keep these in. Okay, so I see how they work. Like, they are just sitting there, and oh my God, no. Well, I just broke that. Hopefully that'll be okay. Yeah, it should be fine. But they were just like sitting there, just kind of like touching it. And then when you push this down on top of it, they cover it and then they stay. Well, I broke the part that was supposed to stay on there, so we'll work with it. Oh, I'll put that there. And we have not even fully completed the body. And it looks like there's quite a bit left. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end the video here. And I will continue with the body in the next video. And we'll probably get to the head. So, because it looks like I have from here all the way to here. And then I have the head unit, which isn't too much. And we might even start on the arm, but we'll see. So for now, I will end the video, and I will see you all in the next episode. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, share, comment, all of the YouTube algorithm stuff. I really appreciate all and any who have watched my videos, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.